How's it going, everyone? Domadeus Gaming back with another video, and today, you guys, we have another level up event, and I'm very excited for our next rank 5 5-star. It's going to be a skill character. It's going to be none other than the Short King himself. It's going to be Mole Man, y'all. Now, I've heard lots of great things about his buff and how great he is now after his values have increased and his frenzies are more easily attainable, and just the damage output he's been getting on with. So we're going to be taking him up all the way to rank 5. This is our 38th or 39th rank 5 at this point. I'm not sure. I'm sure the thumbnail will tell you exactly what it is, but I'm just so excited to get this guy up. We have been looking for another skill character to rank up as a 5-star. Currently, skill is our least amount of rank 5s that we have on the account, so definitely excited about this guy. Great with suicides, from what I hear, and yeah, just really, really good also for the the skill Cavalier event quest chapter. So excited to test him out in this month's skill chapter, as well as next month when it's coming up here in the next couple of days. So almost done ranking him up. I'm so excited. I'm stumbling over my words. And there he is, rank 5, level 65, maxed out. Let's see where he lines up with all the other characters here. Let's filter by skill. And there he is, number 6 for our skill class, rank 5s. Very nice. We have pulled this guy a number of times out of the current featured. There are some of his numbers. Nice little crit damage rating boost based on missing health, and attack rating while unstoppable, also very nice. The L1 obviously places the shock, which is going to help us out even more in Cavalier Event Quest skill chapter. But yeah, there's just a little bit of rundown of some of his numbers. Let's go on over and test this guy out in some content, shall we? Alright, and we are in here in this month's skill chapter of the Cavalier Event Quest. As you can see, we've had the Skillful Distraction, Mind's Eye, and Can't Touch This nodes on this yellow jacket. We did bring in Mole Man by himself because I really wanted to see how he was literally with his base kit after the buff. And as you're about to see, you guys, this guy is nuts. So as most of you probably already know, when you are under 10 monster mass, Mole Man has a passive true accuracy buff, which allows him to bypass any and all evade. So that's going to be perfect for this chapter because right off the gate, we can go in, we can shrug off the suicide masteries, the bleed and the poison, get 2 monster mass, and then just literally go in and play normally, which is honestly the best part about his kit with interacting with this chapter anyway. Most of the other champions that I was bringing into this chapter this month, obviously with the new nodes and everything, you had to get an incinerate or a shock off or launch a special, and there was definitely some danger in part with these other champions. But with Mole Man, it's really, really easy. Just go in and again, play normally. Obviously, you can get off the L1 for a shock for some extra damage. You get that burst damage when you have a shock on the opponent when you launch the L1. The one thing to keep in mind, to be careful with, is to not hit your heavy too hard, and also try not to block as much, because then you go into frenzy and then you have to build up a little bit again. But for the most part, again, we just really have to parry, bait out some specials, and these fights are really, really simple, and we don't have to heal up at all, again, because we're shrugging off the suicide masteries right at the beginning of the fight. So we can go in, shrug off bleed and poison, and just go to town. As you can see, we're already at 10 Furies, have been for a while. This Masacre fight can be pretty annoying, especially with suicide, since he's going to passively reduce your ability accuracy by 50% when you have debuffs. But with Mole Man, we shrug him off, so we're good to go. Can parry to our heart's content. Going up against this Ronin now. Just gonna go in again. As you can see, got pretty nice block proficiency, decent amount of hit points as well, so blocked hits are not going to be doing too much to us. Hit him with the parry, hit him with the heavy, and again, just go to town. Now, I haven't played around with him too much trying to get his max damage output, but I did do some off-screen testing with him, and man, the bleed damage and the guaranteed crits are just ridiculous. So I'm definitely excited to test this guy out more, bring him into next month's Cavalier event quest, do some more damage with him. And I see big L1, 18k crit on that last hit with some burst damage as well. And Ronan goes down, oh my gosh, in less than 30 hits it looked like. But let's keep going. Spider-Man Starkin has, this is going to be a fun fight because, as you know, Starkey under 50% is going to passively increase his evade chance. But with Moleman, we don't have to worry about that whatsoever. He's going to be, in fact, giving us more Furies because of the node. And we're just going to take him down super quickly. Obviously, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man is not the most bulky of characters, so his hit points are dropping pretty quickly. But as you can see, look at that. Even with the specials, the assisted evade that Starkey has, we're totally just ignoring that. And we get the big damage off. And as you can see, big burst damage. Boom, there it is. And he's going to bleed out here. One more hit, and he's down. Gets picked up by Giganto Jr., and we are off to the races. A couple more fights for you here. Up against this Drax. Easily one of the probably easiest fights in this chapter this month, and definitely on this path. We're going back in with Moleman. Again, not having to use any potions, any boosts. This is just his base kit with suicides. And he's just really putting in work. So against this Drax here, just going to go back in, get a little heavy off, get some more monster mass so we can make sure that we stay, pretty topped up. Or I guess we should be under. But anyway, again, just throwing into his block. And again, just kind of ignoring this node at this point. Not really worried about, getting an evade, a random evade anywhere. Get a shock off. Big 17k crit, and wonderful. Those Furies really stacking up at this point. And obviously Drax, not the hardest fight in the world, but it's always nice to be able to kind of walk through content, especially at this level. And boom, there you go. KO, Moleman, love it. Coming up on the last fight now, Winter Soldier, the Mr. Punching Bag himself, going up against this Winter Soldier. Last fight on this path. Haven't had to use any potions whatsoever, and as you can see, we're going to continue that trend. But yeah, really just wanted to show off Moleman here in this chapter because, again, this was probably one of the tougher chapters in the event quest with that Super Scroll boss at the end, and a lot of characters really not being able to do it, very easily. But Moleman, as you can see, just makes this such a cakewalk. Would be really good for anyone trying to do 4-star Cavalier event quest challenge. Rank up your Moleman, and obviously he's still going to benefit from the node and get the Furies, do some big damage. But look at that, just going crazy. We're in the frenzy. And something else that I didn't know beforehand as I'm watching this back is even when you're in your frenzied state, you're still going to have that true accuracy passive and do big damage while still keeping your utility. So it's definitely something to keep in mind for anyone that is still maybe on the fence for ranking Moleman. But I gotta tell you guys, I am super excited to have this guy as our newest rank 5. Definitely looking forward to using him in more content, especially with 7.2 coming out and the new content drop this Wednesday. But let me know if you guys have made any other big moves with your account lately. Let me know in the comments. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.